I had a thought yesterday, right? Consciousness creates everything, right? Consciousness creates everything. Everything you see. Well, see, I mean, the thing is, we think seeing is so important as a sense, but it's got nothing to actually do with seeing. But every experience that consciousness wants to have, it creates. That's the power of consciousness. So anyway, you put it, look at it this way. Imagine a cosmic being, right? Some sort of like cosmic intergalactic being, and they want to experience what it's like to drink, and then drinks appear, and it will drink it. Water will appear if it wants to experience what it's like to have to swim in water. If it wants to experience what it feels like to be in love, it will create a projection for it to be able to express that love to or receive that love from. Yeah, that's how powerful consciousness is. If it wants to experience, what it's like to whatever, it creates it, right? But now the thing is, if you come down to the 3D world, right, the world that we live in, the dream world, because we are dreaming, whether you want to believe it or not, it's not really my business, but you are dreaming. You wake up when you die. Or you can wake up here if you want, but that's another story for another day. But essentially, you need to kind of come to the realization that, okay, consciousness creates everything, right? But in our dream world, everything is slowed down. This is a very low vibrational place, very low vibrational. So everything is dense here, everything's heavy here, right? So, and we have the concept of time and space here, right? So if I want to experience what it's like to drink, right, I would have to create, like in the 3D world, right, we would have to then get some water, put in a cup, or create even a cup, right, a vessel to carry that water and then drink it, or use our hands or whatever, or find a water source and then drink it. So there's always a process in the dense world of the 3D. There's always a process, right? But if you sped it all up, like on fast forward, it will look like the conscious cosmic being, the one I was talking about, the cosmic being. Imagine like a woman or man, a human figure. Just for once, I don't know how to express these things. When I see them, I can't use the words. I'm just using human words, So imagine a person, standing, and the person wants water. And then suddenly, it stretches its arm out, and it's got a vessel in its hand, the cup or whatever, and it's full of water and it's drinking it. But in the dense state, there's the process of making the cup, of, getting the water, or making an alcoholic drink, or making a fruit drink, or whatever it is. There's all these processes involved, right? But when you speed it all up and you look at it from the collective, consciousness was seeking an experience, and the experience just appeared. The experience appeared. Yeah? So it's even like when we get inspiration to write movies or write songs or write films or whatever. Consciousness wanted to express itself, but also experience what it was like to hear. It's like it's a loop. So it wants to experience what it's like to hear that song. So it will create that experience of hearing that song, but by creating that, it's also creating the song at the same time, right? But in the 3D dimension, it's slow. So then you have somebody gets inspired, they go through something, they write a song, and it gets to somebody's ears. The reason why this state is dense is because that one cosmic being, i.e. God, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, think of it like the cosmic being as being made up of like 1 trillion billion marbles, right? And they all crumble into the floor, like into the floor. So each marble has its own unique perspective, right? But each marble can do exactly what the whole can do. Man, I don't know if I'm explaining this shit correctly, but anyway.